somebody is single, and this guy have no wife, no children, you don't need such a person. Such a person will say, you're the luckiest person on the world. I would switch around with you. I have so much diets with my wife. She don't want to take her jet. She wants money. I have so much problem with my child, my children. And you are saying, you're the happiest person. No, other one says, I'm the happiest person. I'm the most miserable person on myself, coming back at home, and the four walls, and again, and who says that a single has a virus, this is the worst thing. When the Rebbe says, Mohorosh, Hikel Beis, Simen Zayin, the Chazal say, Ein Yisurim Beloi Over. So the Rebbe says, what's the meaning for the Chazal? That when could you say a person has Yisurim? When he sins. This is the biggest Yisurim. But still, he insulted me, and I didn't have parnose. This is not coming against a person's sins. A person is single, he has to sin. What should he do? So, everybody thinks that his problem is the worst problem. And it could be. For me, it is my problem. I couldn't care what you say. It's not a problem. For me, it's a big problem. Everybody in this world suffers. The Rebbe says in the Mohorosh, Hikel Beis, Simen Kuf Yutet, that this world is the Gehenna. No such a thing, Olam Hazeh. If you look in, people suffer in this world. There's no such a thing in this world. It's Gehenna. Here is Gehenna. Maybe there are some places, Olam Hazeh, that are all Gehenna, this is this world, and Gan Eden. But Olam Hazeh says no such a thing. When the United States sent up the first man on the moon, I heard from a Breslev that said, why are they not looking at the moon? So he explained, as the Rebbe says, Olam Hazeh is nowhere. You have to find the goal and search for Olam Hazeh. There's no such a thing. So they went up to search, maybe there is Olam Hazeh. Maybe there is a good place to live. Here, everybody suffers. So every human being, every kind, even going now. I speak for the middle class Goyim that they don't bother nobody in their business. They suffer also. He has to hear police is after his son, after his daughter, he's arrested, he's molested, all kind of problems are, all the Goyim is also problems. Speaking of every year has his problems. Now, to solve this problem, here comes in the Chassidus. Chassidus came in, הקודש was anointing, born in this world, that we should recognize Hashem. It not mean that the Litvish and the Slavish world was different, but then is the main thing you learn. If you didn't learn, if you don't know how to learn, do me a favor, you don't belong here. There was times that they had special shul for tailors, for shoemakers, for painters. Everybody go to your shul. You don't belong here, please. If you belong there, you cannot learn, go there. But the shoemakers go where the tailors are, not with us. And most of the people are tailors, shoemakers, carpenters, painters. What will be with them? Listen, too bad. That was the attitude at the time. And we have to remember, Klaus went through very, very terrible time when all kind of false Moshiach. It was the Tzvi, and then the Frankisten also went in the same way with the Tzvi, made themselves Moshiach, till he became a Christian. And he had a lot of followers after that. No, he went up in heaven. People are, to believe, the Rebbe says in the Kutumra, Chelik Aleph, Simen, Reish, and Dalet, even to believe in a tzaddik, you have to be with sense, with seichel. If you will believe with no seichel, blindness, you go in the world. You will fall away from the emunah. Because a person has to use your sense. What's a tzaddik? Tzaddik is, I shouldn't make him, he's God, he's next to God. Because the very false, whoever makes a tzaddik, he is the greatest after God. You have a little is disappointed in him, you fall away completely from Yiddishkeit. The person has to know that a tzaddik is also a human being, but he is smarter than me. I have to realize that. He's smarter than me. He's holier. He went through in his life a lot of tzorahs, and he held himself better. Not everybody is. He went through the same problems that he went through, even more, but he held himself more. He had his power to hold himself. This makes a person for a tzaddik. Idritten, posuk, but tzaddik b'monosoi yichyeh. The tzaddik is whole chayes emunah. He has such a strong faith that nothing in the world could break him. And from heaven, they test him, all kind of tests. All kind of tests. What happened in this world, they tested him. But he's staying strong in faith. God forbid, we shouldn't know what's tzorahs. Tzaddikim, that they lost children, was very strong, nothing broken. His wife passed away. His money was destroyed. Nothing in the world. This is the tzaddik, but not so yet the tzaddik. His life is the tamunah. We, simple person, the least thing, what's called, we going through, we break ourselves completely. Therefore, we need a tzaddik, somebody had already experience in life, and went through in his life what he went through. He had some strong faith in Hashem. And this is amazing how could a person suffer so much. Everybody should speak in bed. This is we have now the passages. Vayeshev, Mikeh, Vayigash. We speak here from Yosef HaTzadik. This is amazing how a young boy, 17 years, that learned with his father Torah. His father made for him something special for all the kids. The Gemara learns from him here out that we should never make a difference between children. Children will be the difference. We see by Yosef. You have 5 children, all the 5 children have to be the same thing. Don't make an issue from one more than the other. Why? Because the jealous who have more children, same thing. The minute you make one child more than the other, it will make problems for the children, will make a problem for this child himself. They will hate him. Now, who is bigger than the children of Yaakov Avinu? That we read in Shevet Musa, from Musa says, you have to live 1,000 years in this world. And may imagine how great the Shvot was. We read in the Parsha, it's not to believe such a thing. Why Yaakov Avinu bought a special garment for Yosef? Because he liked him more than everybody. So they became jealous of him. They're speaking here not from some children, the Shvotim. Till they couldn't speak to him. They hated him, they couldn't speak to him. Why? The father made from him a force, made from him, you're next to me.